Hello, my beautiful people. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So it is a beautiful day in Kissimmee. It's very windy. I hope that doesn't affect my video, but it's nice and sunny. We have like a cold front or something coming through in a couple of days, so I figured let me make this video while it's warm, because I don't want to be out here in a jacket all bundled up, because you know how we are in Florida. We think 50 and 60 degrees is like ice cold. You know how that goes. So, all right. Now today's video is about the sacral chakra. That's what I'm talking about today. So let's get into it. Now the sacral chakra. The Sanskrit name for the sacral chakra is Svadhisthana. It's the second chakra, and the color is orange. That's why I got my orange on. The sacral chakra, it governs the genitals, the testicles and the ovaries. So the location is the lower abdomen and the genital area. That's the location of the sacral chakra. The function of the sacral chakra is sexuality, desire, procreation, and pleasure. That's the function of the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is very important because it's related to our potential for personal growth. So that's what makes it important. As far as the blockages, if there is a blockage or an imbalance in the sacral chakra, it will manifest itself sometimes physically as low back pain, low back problems, like stiff low back and stuff like that. Also, kidney and urinary issues. For women, we may suffer from infertility and abnormal periods when we have a blockage or an imbalance in the sacral chakra. And for men, men sometimes will suffer with impotence. Emotionally, there's some things that you may suffer from with a blockage or an imbalance in the sacral chakra, like depression, low self-esteem, insecurities, jealousy, fear. Those are emotionally the things that you will suffer from with an imbalance or a blockage in the sacral chakra. When it's overactive, a lot of times you will feel your emotions too deep, more deep than you should. And you may suffer from mood swings with an overactive sacral chakra. And with underactive sacral chakra, you may be very detached emotionally. So that's overactive and underactive. There's a few more things as well. Now, seeing that our sacral chakra is responsible, or it's related to our potential for personal growth, it's also related to our creativity. So when you have a blockage or an imbalance there, you may be the type of person that is afraid of change. Okay? I feel like I've experienced that at one time in my life when it came down to relationships that I was in. I'd been in a relationship before that was unhealthy, more than once actually, but as far as the most recent that I could think of, many years back though, there were times in that relationship where I would just be kind of stuck and just afraid of changing, afraid of moving forward. There was an imbalance there. But for me, in that area, I am usually the type of person who that doesn't last. That never lasts for me. I never sit too long in an unhealthy relationship or an unhealthy friendship. It eventually, and it won't be, at some point, I will crave change. I'll crave change, and I will crave, the ability to live my life the way I want to live it. And moving into I want to talk about what you can do to balance and to open your sacral chakra. But let's talk about what you feel when it's opening. When your sacral chakra is opening, one of the things you might start doing is having the courage to make changes in your life, to live your life the way that you want to live it. That is a sign that your sacral chakra is opening. Starting to make those changes and feeling, more confident in making those changes. Aside from that, another thing that you might experience when your sacral chakra is opening is you may feel stimulated. You may come up with a lot of ideas. You may feel creative, and that happened to me. It's actually right before I made my last Kundalini video. I was feeling very just excited about life, and there was nothing really new happening, but I just felt so excited and so happy that I knew something was going on. So I actually did some research. I was looking into what chakra is responsible for this feeling of excitement, this excited feeling about life. And that's when I actually read that the sacral chakra is responsible for that emotion, for the excitement, for feeling stimulated and feeling excited. And another interesting thing is around that time, as I'm doing my research on my chakras, I'm looking for what crystal is it that balances and opens the sacral chakra. And I ran across carnelian. And what was crazy to me about that is I had been trying to come up with creative ideas for videos. And I looked at which crystals are good for creativity, and carnelian is one of the ones I found. So that is why I started carrying my carnelian a lot. I was wearing it in my pocket every day, carrying it with me to work. And then soon after, I started feeling very excited. And then when I ran across carnelian was one of the crystals to help balance and open the sacral chakra, then it was like, okay. So I was feeling really excited after wearing my carnelian quite a bit. And here's my carnelian. This is my carnelian crystal. It's beautiful. And I have been carrying it with me a lot just to spark my creative juices, but not thinking that that is exactly what it was linked to my sacral chakra. So that was interesting to find out when I was doing my research. Back to the signs, what you will do, you will feel excited, you will feel stimulated when your sacral chakra is opening. Another thing that you may experience, interesting, you may hear your stomach making a lot of noises, a lot of popping and rumbling noises. And I'm not talking about because you're hungry or because your food is digesting, just like more than normal. Like you know that your stomach makes noises sometimes, and when you hear it, like the sounds are kind of weird and more than you usually hear it, that is a sign that your sacral chakra is opening, and that's how it manifests itself, making those noises. Aside from that, you may have sexual thoughts, sexual feelings, and sexual dreams a lot of times when your sacral chakra is opening. Seeing that the sacral chakra, it is said that the chakras open, or they are activated from the top, from the root to the crown. So seeing that the sacral chakra is the second chakra, there's a period of time in our life where, probably in our teens for most of us, where we start being more, we have sexual thoughts, sexual feelings and things like that. I can't remember exactly how young I was when I first had a sexual thought or feeling. I know it wasn't very young, but when I actually became sexual, when I acted on it, I was about 17, 18, and I don't know if I really did it because I really, really wanted to. I guess there was something in me that wanted to, but then I also liked someone, so that was like the main reason. And I know that a lot of people are sometimes younger, and some of us are a lot older, some of us still are virgins. Whatever the case is, I don't judge. Don't judge me. It's all good. Okay, but sexual thoughts, sexual feelings, dreams, sexual dreams, things like that, that is a sign of your sacral chakra being activated, your sacral chakra opening. All right? Now, that's pretty much what I can think of as far as the feel. I'm only speaking from what I have felt and from what I have experienced, and some of the things that I may have read that make a lot of sense to me. that I at least remember experiencing at some time in my life. Aside from that, when it comes down to the things that you can do to open and balance your sacral chakra, one of the things that you can do is make lifestyle changes. That's number one. Lifestyle changes helps to open and balance your sacral chakra, as you see the word change, and that's changes in, you know, healthy changes in the way food that you eat and exercise. So that's one of the things which I'm pretty sure is related to pretty much like all of your chakras, but that foundation down there, not the root, but the sacral chakra, lifestyle changes. Those changes is what balances and opens the sacral chakra. Aside from that, accepting your fears. Now, a lot of times we have fears, and it's not it's not so much as you know, getting over them. You will get over them at some point, but the first thing to do is accept your fears. Accept your fears, and then you'll be able to take the next step, which is moving forward and getting over those fears. And that's one of the things that you can do to balance and to open your sacral chakra. Of course, there's crystals, which I mentioned in all the videos. There's carnelian, which I just showed you. Another crystal for the sacral chakra is sunstone, and then there's also moonstone. Those are a few of the crystals that you can use to help balance and open your sacral chakra. And aside from that, yoga poses. Specifically, I know that there's one called the goddess pose that is, you know, to help open and balance the sacral chakra, as well as there's a pelvic rock. It's like a movement that you do in order to balance and open the sacral chakra, as well as the reverse warrior pose. The reverse warrior pose. That one is good for balancing and opening the sacral chakra. Last night, I was thinking, as far as making these videos and talking about these yoga poses, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video with maybe 2 or 3 poses for each chakra, poses that help to open and balance those chakras. A lot of times what we have is certain chakras that are overactive, and when we balance and open the ones that are underactive or the ones that are imbalanced, it kind of will help to align the rest. It'll kind of help to maybe tone down the chakras that are overactive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video with a few yoga poses for each chakra, and I'm going to try to be creative with it, you know, different colors and things like that, and I'm going to post that. I'm going to do that as soon as I can. But my next chakra video I'm going to do is going to be the root chakra. That's going to be the next one. And so if you want to see that one, go ahead and subscribe so you can see when I post it. I want to thank you for watching my video. Until next time, peace and blessings to all of you.